When a man loves a tree has arrived. I gotta open it up, baby, to see what's inside. When a man loves a tree has arrived. Let's open it up now and see what's inside. So anyway, people, here is a tree. If the camera is on the wonk, I am incredibly sorry. I think there's something wrong with the tripod somewhere, but never mind. Does that really matter? The tree is here. So what we're going to do is open it up and have a look. Seagulls. Okay, so let's... Right. Actually, I've forgotten what this is, whether it's the persimmon or the pomegranate. Ooh. That's a pomegranate, I think. Ooh. So anyway, well packaged. Sorry if you can't see this very well. There you go. And there you go. So this came from Primrose, I believe. Well, it looks healthy enough, doesn't it? Take this off. It's certainly chilly today. Come on. There we go. Oh, right. Let's have a look. So yeah, pomegranates in the UK. That's what Dan's going to be growing now. Right, there you go. So it's obviously been uprooted. It's relatively loose in there. I hope you can see that. There you go. Let me have a read of it for you. Punica granatum Provence pomegranate. Variety is Provence. So this is a French variety, and this is allegedly hardy down to -10 degrees C. So very happy at that. A most attractive small bushy tree producing striking scarlet flowers in August, followed by large round fruits. Only ripening fully in a long, hot summer. Thrives in most well-drained, fertile soils. Hardy but needs shelter and full sun to crop. Little pruning needed. So what I'm going to do basically with this, I'm not going to do it today. Got back in from work and, you know, I need to stuff myself because I'm a tad hungry, but I'm going to leave it in here and I'm probably going to grow it in here as a pot-grown tree. The temptation is to put it in the ground, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put it in a large pot, probably a 30-litre tub or something like that. So hopefully, you know, in a few years, I don't know how long this is indeed going to take, but, you know, I should be producing pomegranates. So, excuse me, my little exotic fruit growing creation, if you will, and now has another addition. So I'm thinking long term here. So in a few years I should have peaches, pomegranates, I should have persimmon when they arrive, grapes galore, you know, melons every year, all being well with regards to, you know, crops grown, you know, annuals, so to speak. So yeah, you know, another edition is here. Oh yeah, and don't forget the blood orange tree. I don't think the mango's going to survive. Sorry peeps if I've missed a few of your messages of late. I will be responding to them. Just been a bit busy with work, but I will be responding to those and looking at the links that you've sent me, and I do really appreciate that. So thank you very much indeed. I think the mango's had it, but wow, really starting to leaf out down here with the old grapevine. Yeah, so we'll be responding to your questions soon. But so I thought I would just show you something. Now, further to my video last night about the greenhouse inferno. Sorry about this, I'm just trying to take this camera. Yeah, the greenhouse inferno. Well, I didn't heat anything in here, and as you could see, look, this is my, you know, we could see this fly has been hanging around this polytunnel for ages now. Can you see it? I hope you can see that. It's getting more and more docile. Can you see it? I'm not even, yeah, I think it's there, look. More and more docile by the day, but it's just been hanging around here. Anyway, now, you can see that some of these got zapped by the frost, okay? I think they're going to survive. You know, I've been a bit lackadaisical about it. I'm not particularly bothered if I lose a few, because seriously, man, I've got so many, and this is but a few of many. So, yeah, so there we go. They're looking pretty sort of, you know, they're going to survive, most of them. I think that fly is not moving. Look how close I am. Still alive. Whoa, see what I mean? We're really getting some breeziness in here. But, yeah, anyway. Yeah, so we're getting on. So, here you go. Look, let's have another look at the pomegranate down here, look. It's quite a handsome tree, actually, isn't it? Imagine this when this makes a decent size, which it will in a few years. Imagine if one can successfully grow pomegranates. Be amazing. Anyone out there growing pomegranates? Anybody out there? A successful pomegranate owner. I'm just looking at the receipt here. Yeah, Primrose. So it came from Primrose. I'm trying to read this. Meika Limited. MEIKA Ltd. T/A Primrose, London. 44 Portman Street, Reading. RG301EA. Telephone number. And www.primrose.co.uk. So that's where it came from. And this was, I can't remember, about 27 quid, 27 pounds, something like that. So I'm very happy, really. Nice addition to the tropical environment here, but things really are moving on. And, yeah. Wow. Okay, so we're gaining ground here. I'm keeping an idea on, you know, keeping the finger on the restrain button with regards to purchasing too much stuff. But, you know, stuff like this, you know, we should be pretty cool. But, yeah, stay with me. Keep viewing the old channel. And I'm aiming for a tropical delight, and it's going to happen. It's like an investment here, but it's going to happen in time. So there we go. So anyway, if you like my work, please feel free to like, share and subscribe, and the next video will involve something else. Take care, speak soon.